It was an Irish teacher I had in the second grade who said, whenever I want something, I pray to the Virgin Mary and I ask her to ask God for it. And, I promise something in return and I get whatever I want. Like that, and I went, I need a bike. I went home and I prayed for a bike, and 2 weeks later I walked into the living room and there was a brand new Mustang bike with a banana seat and chopper handlebars sitting in the middle of the living room. And I said, what's this? And they said, you won it in a raffle. And it turns out I won it in a raffle that I never entered. That a friend of mine went into a sporting goods store and put my name in the raffle as well as his. So that was 2 weeks later, so.
What do you think?
Wow, it's very big here.
Were you surprised?
Yeah.
Do you like our new yoga setup?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I like the tree.
Discovered under the leaf, every leaf of a plant, you'll see if you get a magnifying glass, little tiny holes called stomata. You kids will study that in biology class. The stomata close up at night, open in the daylight to let the air circulate in and out of the plant. That's how the plants breathe, through the stomata under the leaf. They've discovered the chirping sound that birds make at 4 in the morning opens the stomata. You ever wonder, why are the birds out there chirping at 4 in the morning? They open up the stomata under the leaf. One guy got curious about this, so he found out that the chirping of the birds can be mimicked with classical music. This guy in Iowa started playing classical music to his cornfield. His neighbors thought, half a bubble off a plum, maybe, till his corn grew 15 feet tall.
Maraming salamat.
He said, what channel was that you're listening to?
Ako ang responsable kaya dumanda itong puno na to. Maraming salamat sa iyo. At si Gabriel din, na may Yossi pa talaga.
Pagpalakas ng buto.
Pampalakas. Salamat sa inyo, ha.
There's 2 times the door to the subconscious mind opens up: when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. So those are really key times if you want to reprogram your subconscious mind. In that realm, you can connect to energy and information and you can rewrite a program. It's just something that your brain naturally does. You can take advantage of it to say, okay, what's the greatest ideal of myself tomorrow? How am I going to show up? What did I learn from today that I want to stop doing? Let me remind myself of what I'm not going to do tomorrow. Let me remind myself of what I'm not going to think. Let me remind myself of how I'm not going to feel. Let me review these. Let me remember so I don't forget. And start off, if your personality creates your personal reality, it makes sense then if you're going to create a new personal reality, you got to change your personality. And I think most people try to create a new personal reality as the same personality. It doesn't work. We got to become somebody else.
What do you think? Wait.
Oh my gosh, was close.
Let's go there, it's okay
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
There are only 3 types of people in your life. First are the leaf people. These are people who come into your life just for a season. They are there to take what they need. And as soon as it gets cold or a wind blows in your life, they are gone. Second are the branch people. Although they are stronger than leaves, you have to test them out before you run out there and put all your weight on them. They may stay with you for a few seasons, but they will break away when life becomes tough. And finally, the root people. These people are very important because they don't do things to be seen. Their only wish is to support you and help you live a strong and healthy life. And even if you go through a difficult time, they will hold you up. They love you, just the way you are.
What most people do is they say, I want the new house, the new car, the new relationship, and then they visualize that. But when they visualize it, they never get in touch with how it would feel if it happened. They're hypnotized into feeling the emotion when it happens. So they may do a little meditation and they open their eyes and their senses say it's not there. What do? They experience more lack. You have to truly change, then close your eyes, disconnect from the environment, sit your body down, don't get up and do anything. And now, teach your body emotionally what that future feels like before it happens. You have to stay in the feeling of that future in order for you to be aligned to that destiny. When there's a vibrational match between your energy, it's synchronized with some potential in the quantum field. You no longer have to go anywhere to get it. You're going to begin to draw events or experience to you, and they're going to come in a way that you cannot predict.
Is there a God?
There is all that is. This is how we refer to what you call God. Everything is made of God. Existence itself is a self-aware intelligence. Everything is made of God. There's nothing else to make anything from. It is all that is.
Can you tell me about creation? About how it all began?
It didn't begin. Existence only exists. It is what is. It is not subject to the idea of time. Time is subject to it. So existence itself has no beginning and no end. I know that is sometimes a challenge to wrap human minds around, but nevertheless, that's the way it is. Existence has one quality, existence. It doesn't ever become non-existent, because everything that will ever not exist already fills up non-existence. By its own definition, non-existence doesn't exist. That's its quality, to not exist. So that which exists cannot become non-existent.